Hi guys, I'm gonna make a video showing you how to use an X-Acto blade properly. So what you'll do to get started is you need a cutting board so that your cuts can be as precise as possible. These will always be on my center table. And then you'll need an X-Acto knife. My X-Acto knives are in this large block and they are designed by color. So we have yellow, blue, orange, green, and turquoise, and they each have a number on the base. So this is yellow, number 3. So what you'll do is you'll choose the X-Acto that you plan on using. I have yellow number 4. You're gonna go to my sign out sheet, write your name next to the number, and then when you're done at the end of class or throughout class and you have returned it, make sure that you initial so that I know that it has been returned. Now to cut out something using an X-Acto blade, you're gonna first have to draw that object on the paper. So I'm gonna start by just drawing the outline of my little Yayoi Kasuma pin. And I'm just gonna give her the outline of her face. Boop. And then later on, I think I'm going to make her hair out of a red piece, but I'm just gonna worry about the face for right now. So I hope you can see that, just the outline of her face. Now a lot of paper cutting could happen with scissors. You have smaller ones and larger ones that you may use, but I'm gonna use the X-Acto so that I can be nice and precise today. One thing you wanna make sure that you do is when you are cutting, you need to hold your blade at an angle. So not straight up and down. It needs to be at a low angle, and you're always going to pull towards yourself. Anytime you need to get around a curve, rotate the paper so that you're always pulling towards yourself. Keep your opposite hand at a safe distance away so that you don't run the risk of cutting yourself, and then you can start cutting. The reason why we do not hold the blade straight up and down is it can rip the paper and give you an uneven cut. There's a rip a little bit around there if you can see. This was also done by holding the blade vertically. And then when you hold it to the side or at an angle, I'm gonna cut as close to the line as I can. And I like to cut beyond the line so you can see that this line extends past where the mark of the paper is. And then I'm going to cut, always rotating the paper and cutting towards myself. Going nice and slow. X-Acto blades are very dangerous. They are very sharp, so you need to use them responsibly. I have my shape cut out, and now I'm ready to move on to another piece. So I have some red paper to complete my Yayoi. And what I'm gonna do, again, modeling from my cute little button, I'm going to give her some hair. It's gonna match around her face. Boop. And then I can chop this little piece later. But for now, I just wanna know where everything's being marked. So I'm gonna go around, always cutting towards myself. Rotate the paper. As long as you have a cutting board, a sharp blade, and are holding the X-Acto at the right position, you should have no problem cutting out. So I'm gonna finish the little edge here, the little edge here, make a cut, and I'm gonna check on my little layout of my Yayoi. And for me, the last thing I'm gonna do to make this a little more interesting is I'm gonna make one little mark for where her bangs are. Drawing there. I'm gonna make a slice right inside, erase my lines so that I don't see those pencil lines. And then to make it look like her bangs are lifting over her forehead, I can insert my little guide there. And then I can glue this down. So that's how to use an X-Acto knife in a more intricate way, but hopefully this is helpful.